One of the cleverest things that conservatives have done is to take the symbols of patriotism and claim them for their own. They've claimed the flag. They've claimed notions like freedom, democracy, all the good words. We have to take them back. We have to develop a language that can be used in general by liberals and progressives all over the country. A language that says what our values are, what we believe. What we're going to try to do is talk to you about what that voice is like. In 1970, Lewis Powell, a couple of weeks before he was appointed to the Supreme Court by Richard Nixon, Powell came out with a memo, and the memo went like this: we need to get wealthy conservatives to donate money to buy professorships, set up professorships in major universities for teaching our way of thinking. We need to get them to set up research institutes, to hire scholars, to support them very well. And we need a media presence. We need to be able to own media, consolidate media, and be able to put our ideas out there in the media. The result of this memo was the development of 43 think tanks on the investment of $2 to $3 billion over 30 years. And moreover, they figured out how conservatives can work together. One of the problems that progressives have is that they're divided, and we must unify if we're ever to deal with the conservative threat. Having the think tanks in place, Newt Gingrich understood that conservatives needed language training, and particularly they needed training in how to talk and think and reason from a conservative point of view. I asked my students, do the following. Do not think of an elephant. Whatever you do, don't think of an elephant. Nobody can do it. And there's a reason. The reason is that the word elephant evokes a frame, an image, knowledge about that image. And it doesn't matter if you put a not before it. If I tell you not to think of an elephant, you can't help it. You're thinking of an elephant.
It is in our nation's best interest to have long-term tax relief.
On the very first day that Bush was in office, Karen Hughes wrote a press release in which she used the term tax relief. Now, think about this for a moment. If you have the word relief, there has to be an affliction, an afflicted party who's harmed by that affliction. And then there has to be a reliever, a hero, who takes that affliction away. You add tax to that, and you have a metaphor. Namely, taxation is an affliction. And the person who gives you tax relief is a hero. Anybody who tries to stop him is a villain.
In the halls of the Senate, we passed tax relief. Tax relief, tax relief. Let's accelerate the tax relief.
If you're against tax relief, you're still using the term tax relief and evoking the tax relief frame. Taxation is an affliction. Suppose you go on Fox News and the MC running the show is fair and balanced, has a liberal, a conservative, and says, well, are you for or against the president's tax relief plan? Doesn't matter if you're for or against, it's still taxation as an affliction. That is, if he uses those words and you accept them, then you're accepting that frame. So you can't just negate a frame. You can't just take someone else's words and put a no in front of it and do anything but help them.